Bringing home a box of tiny peeping chicks is an experience filled with pure delight. It often marks the beginning of a wonderful adventure into backyard farming. Many of us dream of collecting fresh eggs from our own happy hens. However, this idyllic picture, while absolutely achievable, sometimes meets unexpected hurdles. Raising chicks, as rewarding as it is, can present challenges you might not foresee. What seems straightforward can quickly become a learning curve, especially for beginners. The responsibility of caring for these fragile lives is significant. This guide is your comprehensive companion for the wonderful journey of raising chicks. We will cover everything from the very first day you bring them home until they are ready to join the wider world of your coop. Whether you are setting up your very first brooder or you're an experienced keeper looking to refine your methods, there's something here for everyone. One of the first things we'll explore in detail is the brooder setup. Your new baby chicks need a safe and snug first home. This special place is called a brooder. When it comes to choosing a container for your brooder, you have several good options. The most important thing is ensuring the container is large enough to prevent overcrowding. Providing a consistent and reliable source of warmth is perhaps the most crucial aspect of brooder setup. Baby chicks cannot regulate their own body temperature for the first few weeks of life. You have a couple of main choices for heat sources. A safer and increasingly popular alternative is a brooder heating plate. Now let's talk about setting up the dining area for your little ones. You will need a special chick starter feeder. Fresh, clean water is absolutely essential for your chick's survival and health. Remember to change the water at least twice a day, or more often if it becomes dirty or in warm weather conditions. The first 2 weeks of a chick's life are incredibly critical when it comes to temperature. For the very first week, you need to maintain a steady temperature of around 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 35 degrees Celsius directly under the heat source at chick level. This warmth is vital for their digestion, activity, and overall survival. Setting up and diligently monitoring your heat source is paramount during this initial stage. Place a reliable thermometer inside the brooder, ensuring the sensor is at the height your chicks will be. A heat lamp can be raised or lowered to change the temperature at chick level. Remember, you are aiming to create a warm spot, not to heat the entire brooder to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Moving into the third week, your little chicks are growing rapidly and starting to develop more substantial feathering. For week 3, the target temperature in their warm zone should be around 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 29.5 degrees Celsius. Making these adjustments requires careful attention. If you are using a heat lamp, you will need to raise it a bit more to achieve the lower 85 degrees Fahrenheit temperature at chick level. For those using a brooder heating plate, continue to adjust its height according to the chick's size and the manufacturer's guidelines for this age. Always make small adjustments and then observe your chick's reactions. As your chicks reach 5 weeks of age, they are well on their way to becoming fully feathered. For week 5, you should aim for a brooder temperature of approximately 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 degrees Celsius. By now, many breeds will have a good covering of juvenile feathers, which offer much better insulation than their initial down. If the outside weather is mild and calm, week 5 can sometimes be an opportunity for very short, supervised outdoor excursions in a safe, enclosed area. These little adventures should be brief, perhaps just 15 to 20 minutes in a secure run on a warm, sunny day. Always supervise them closely and ensure they are not getting chilled or stressed. Providing your new baby chicks with the correct nutrition from day one is absolutely fundamental for their healthy growth and robust development. For their initial weeks of life, you will need to provide them with a specially formulated food called chick starter. This feed is carefully designed to meet all the unique dietary requirements of these rapidly growing little birds. One of the most important components of chick starter feed is its protein content. You'll want to look for a feed that contains between 18 and 20% protein. Insufficient protein can lead to stunted growth, poor feathering, and a weakened immune system. Just as important as their food, if not more so in the immediate term, is providing your baby chicks with constant access to fresh, clean water. Water plays a critical role in every single bodily function, from digestion and nutrient absorption to temperature regulation. Ensuring they are well hydrated from the moment they arrive is a cornerstone of good chick care. Choose a chick-specific waterer designed with a narrow lip or individual drinking holes that are too small for them to climb into. Now let's talk about something called grit, and why it's important for your growing chicks, though perhaps not right from day one. Grit consists of tiny particles of granite or flint that chickens store in their gizzard, a muscular part of their stomach. Since chickens don't have teeth, they use these small stones in their gizzard to grind up their food, aiding in digestion. Without grit, they can struggle to properly break down more complex food items, which can lead to digestive upset or impaction. Section 1. Laying the groundwork, early socialization for a friendly flock. Socializing your baby chicks from a very young age is a truly wonderful investment. It lays the foundation for a flock that is calm, friendly, and comfortable around you. One of our main goals by the time they are 6 weeks old is for your chicks to feel completely safe in your presence. This early positive interaction helps them grow into well-adjusted adult birds. Imagine collecting eggs from hens that happily greet you, rather than scatter in fear. This dream begins with these first gentle steps in the brooder. Building this trust early on makes all future care, like health checks or moving them, so much easier and less stressful for everyone involved. Your journey into socializing your chicks should start slowly and calmly. For the first few days, simply spend quiet time near their brooder. Let them get used to your presence and your voice. You can speak to them in soft, gentle tones. Avoid making loud noises or sudden movements that might startle them. They are tiny and vulnerable, so a calm environment is key. Your consistent, peaceful presence will teach them that you are not a threat. This is the very first step in showing them that humans can be a source of comfort and security, much like a mother hen would be. Section 2. The gentle touch. Best practices for handling your chicks. Once your chicks seem comfortable with your hand being in the brooder, you can start to encourage closer contact. One of the best ways to build trust and prepare them for handling is to offer treats directly from your palm. Choose tiny, appealing treats like a few crumbles of their starter feed or a very small piece of finely scrambled egg if they're old enough. Rest your hand flat on the brooder floor with the treat in your palm. Be patient and still. Soon the bolder chicks will likely venture forward to peck the treat from your hand. This simple act helps them associate your hands with positive experiences, making them more receptive to being touched. When your chicks are comfortable eating from your hand, you can begin to gently try picking them up. The key is to always scoop them from underneath, supporting their entire body. Never grab a chick from above, as this mimics a predator and will frighten them badly. Slide one hand gently under the chick's belly, using your other hand to create a secure cradle over their back and wings. Hold them securely but not too tightly. You want them to feel safe and supported in your hands. This careful technique ensures that handling is a calm, reassuring experience for them rather than something scary. Happy chicks, happy home, enriching their environment. Providing enrichment for your chicks does more than just keep them busy. It plays a vital role in their development into well-adjusted birds. A stimulating environment helps to reduce boredom, which can sometimes lead to undesirable behaviors like feather pecking among chicks. Enrichment encourages their natural instincts like perching, foraging, and dust bathing. By offering a variety of simple, safe items, you are helping them develop crucial life skills and promoting a calmer, happier disposition within your young flock. This thoughtful approach contributes significantly to raising hardy and content chickens that are a joy to be around. Roosting bars are an excellent addition to the brooder, usually from around week 2 or 3. You can use small sturdy branches or a simple wooden dowel placed low to the ground initially. Chicks have a natural instinct to perch, and providing roosts allows them to practice this behavior. It also helps strengthen their legs and feet. Another simple enrichment idea is a small shatterproof mirror securely placed where they can see themselves. Chicks are often curious about their reflections, and this can provide a bit of entertainment for them. Always ensure any enrichment items are safe and cannot cause injury or entanglement. The day your young chicks are ready to move from their cozy brooder to the big outdoor coop is a significant milestone. It's a sign that your careful nurturing has paid off, and they are growing into healthy, young chickens. This transition is an exciting step towards establishing your backyard flock. However, it's a very big change for your little ones, moving from a small, controlled environment to a much larger and more complex world. Timing this move correctly is absolutely crucial for their continued health and well-being. Rushing this step can cause unnecessary stress or even health issues for your developing birds. The most important visual cue for co-op readiness is their feathering. Your chicks should be fully feathered before they make the permanent move outdoors. This usually happens around 6 to 7 weeks of age, depending on the breed. Their soft baby down will have been replaced by a full set of juvenile feathers. These feathers provide essential insulation, helping them regulate their body temperature in the more variable conditions of the coop. Unlike their fluffy down, true feathers offer protection against cooler temperatures and slight breezes. Without this complete feather coverage, they would be too vulnerable to the elements outside. Introducing your chicks to the coop should be a slow and gentle process, not an abrupt change. Think of it like sending a child to school for the first time. You want them to feel confident and secure, not overwhelmed or terrified. A sudden move from the familiar brooder to a large new environment can be very stressful for young birds. Stress can impact their immune system and overall well-being. By taking a gradual approach, you allow them to acclimate at their own pace. This helps them build positive associations with the coop, making it a place they view as safe and inviting from the very start. The gradual transition plan can begin when your chicks are around 5 to 6 weeks old, provided they are well feathered and the daytime weather is warm and pleasant. Start by letting them explore the coop and the attached outdoor run for short periods during the warmest part of the day. These initial visits should be supervised. Let them scratch around, discover their new food and water sources, and get a feel for the larger space. These brief daytime excursions, perhaps an hour or two, allow them to become familiar with the sights, sounds, and smells of their future home without the pressure of an overnight stay. Raising healthy chicks is an incredibly rewarding experience. But a few common missteps can easily derail your best efforts and intentions. One of the most frequent issues new chick owners encounter is improper temperature regulation within the brooder. Baby chicks are so very fragile, especially in their first few weeks of life. They simply cannot control their own body temperature effectively like older birds. Providing either too much intense heat or conversely, too little warmth can cause them significant stress. This stress can weaken their immune systems, leading to illness or, very sadly, even fatalities. Always use a reliable thermometer. More importantly, watch your chicks' behavior closely. Are they huddled tightly together and seem cold, or are they panting and spread far from the heat source? Adjust your heat lamp or brooder plate carefully to keep them perfectly comfortable. This consistent diligence truly pays off in vibrant, healthy chicks. Another crucial area to pay close attention to is their bedding and the overall safety of their immediate environment. It might seem like a small detail in the grand scheme of things, but choosing the wrong type of bedding can have very big negative consequences. Please, never ever use cedar shavings as bedding material for your precious chicks. While cedar often smells wonderfully pleasant and fresh to us humans, its natural aromatic oils are actually quite toxic to chickens, especially young ones. These potent oils can cause severe respiratory problems, significantly irritating their delicate lungs and airways. Always opt for safe, recommended alternatives like pine shavings after the first week of life, or simple paper towels for their very first few days. Also, please be ever mindful of other potential dangers, such as unsupervised household pets. Curious cats or dogs, even if they are generally well-intentioned, can deeply frighten or unintentionally harm your vulnerable little chicks in an instant. Raising baby chicks is truly a wonderful and heartwarming journey, from those first tiny peeps to watching them confidently explore their coop. We have walked together through every essential step, starting with the critical details of setting up a safe and warm brooder for their arrival. We explored the week-by-week dance of temperature regulation, ensuring your delicate charges stay cozy. We covered the essentials of proper nutrition with chick starter feed and the vital importance of fresh, clean water. We also learned about gentle socialization techniques and the exciting milestone of transitioning your growing pullets to their outdoor home. This entire process is a path filled with continuous learning and many small, rewarding joys along the way. As you've seen, raising chicks involves careful attention to many details, but it genuinely isn't an overwhelmingly difficult task when you approach it with knowledge and consistency. The true key to success lies in faithfully following the proven steps and remaining consistent in your daily care routines. It's about paying close attention to your little birds, as they will often communicate their needs through their behavior. Are they active and content, or are they showing signs of discomfort? Observing their sounds, their activity levels, and how they interact with their environment will guide you. The guidelines shared in this comprehensive guide are designed to support you, and soon these careful practices will become second nature, bringing you a deep sense of accomplishment.